Hey everyone, welcome to day 59 or 58, I'm not sure. Thanks for joining me on the mat today. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a runner's warm-up. So this is going to have some yoga qualities to it, but some not. Mostly not. But you will need a mat because you're going to be on the floor and your heart rate's going to come up, your breath rate's going to come up to prep you for a run. So one of my clients, she wanted me to send her a video on what to do pre-trail running. So I decided, why not share it with everyone, especially since there's been such a huge influx of runners outside nowadays that are new runners and maybe are not well versed in what a warm-up should consist of. So the warm-ups, like before, how you see people just rotating their spine and putting their leg up on a bench and just stretching their hamstrings out, is not a good warm-up. So a good warm-up to begin running is to do something dynamic that has gross movements and is not a static stretch. So you want to have your heart rate come up, your breath rate come up, you want to sweat a little bit and move your body in different dynamic ways to help prep for the actual event, which is running. And then obviously if you have any specific injuries or specific areas that you want to focus on, that you know that maybe, my calves and my ankles don't fire up right away and normally they end up being really stiff and painful. So you can spend some separate time working on those warm-ups a little bit more focused. But this is a general whole body warm-up, so it's good for anyone to help hopefully prevent any injuries because of not having a warm enough body when going out for a run. So join me on the mat. We're going to start in a regular downward facing dog. So first just reach up, stretch your arms up really nice and high, roll back down, hands on the floor, step back into your first downward facing dog. Start to pedal out your feet. So a lot of this warm-up is going to be just a lot of movement. It's going to be less about holding a stretch for too long. And the reason being is that the research shows that when you hold a stretch for too long or statically stretch, it decreases the amount that the muscle will fire, and you want that muscle to have a quick response when you're running. So doing all your static stretching can be done after your run. Okay, so getting the ankles nice and warmed up here. And now bring your feet about as wide as the mat. Start to walk your hands back. You're going to sit into a crouched position. Sit up nice and tall. Walk your hands forward again. Come into a plank this time and hold. Your feet can be nice and wide. Just hold your plank, feel your belly, squeeze your butt, getting your core engaged. Now take your left foot and step it on the outer edge of the mat. Squeeze your right buttock and take your left arm reached up into the air, and then bring that elbow close to the floor. So you're going to feel it nice and opening up in your inner thighs and groin. Again, inhaling open, exhale, bring it down, bring the hand down, step the leg back, walk the hands back into that crouch. Again, walk your hands forward, holding that plank, really press the floor away, feel your belly engage, and then right foot comes to the outer edge of the mat, right arm comes up, and then elbow comes down to the floor, feeling that nice stretch. We're going to do it one more time. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower down. Hand on the floor, step it back, and then walk it back. Good. We're going to do that whole thing one more time. Come forward, plank. Left leg forward, reach that left arm up, squeeze the right butt. Let the elbow and forearm drop down. Again, up, and then down. Hand on the floor, step back, walk it back. Sit into your deep crouch, tall spine. Walk it forward, plank and hold. Step the right foot forward, reach up with the right arm, squeeze your left buttock. Forearm comes down. One more time up. One more time down. This time, step your foot forward into your crouch position. Come and stand up, squeeze your butt. Heel toe your feet in. And then start to, again, reach up towards the sky. Lengthen the front side of your body. Exhale, lowering down. Hands on the floor. Keep them on the floor. Your knees bend. Send your hip bones up to the ceiling and lower. Again, up to the ceiling. Hands stay flat and lower. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then slowly roll up your spine, one vertebrae at a time. And then just shake out your legs here. All right. So imagining that there's something in front of you. If you want to put a yoga block in front of you, that's fine to have a object that you're going to touch. You're going to stand on your left leg because running is a single leg activity for the most part. Reach down, touch that object, and then come back up, drive that right knee up towards your belly. Reach it down, touching that imaginary object, coming back up. Now we're going to go a little quicker. Reach and touch. Reach and touch. Get your arms in well. Right leg, so left arm comes up. We always do opposites. Keeping that torso nice and still and squeezing your left buttock to come up. We're going to do this with a little bit more vigor to warm up that hip joint, to warm up the whole leg, to find our coordination with our arms and our legs. Okay, a couple more. And lower, shake it out. All right, moving on to the other side. Right leg plants down, and you're gonna start to reach and come up. So you're gonna reach with the left, come up with the right. Now I usually have an issue with my right hip. My glutes don't fire as quickly, and I tend to also have a lack of balance on this side. So my focus is to really get this side nice and warmed up so I don't have any issues when I run. I'm squeezing deliberately my right buttock so I don't feel any issues, in my back. Coordinating my arms. Trying to keep myself as stable as possible, and you can come down, shake it out. All right. So, standing sideways, we're going to travel now. So starting with your left leg, or whatever side you want to do first. Hands on your hips, take it up, open it out, step it to the side, step together. Up, out, side, together. Up, out, side, together. And then we reverse. So notice that I'm not like breaking it down into up, outside, and down anymore. It's just a big circle. And now we'll pick up the speed a little bit. And then go to the other side. And again. Last one. Awesome. And then you can face the back of your mat or whatever direction you want. And we're going to do some high knees here. So it's not really about going far on the mat. I want you to utilize the space that you have. So we're going to do quick knees, but short steps going forward. Okay? So I'm going to try and take about like 15 to 20 steps to reach the end of my mat. If that means you're running in place for a little bit, that's fine. All right, we're going to get our arms involved, okay? Keeping them close to the sides of our body and not really reaching too far. So we're not making this dramatic. We're keeping it nice and close, and we're moving from the shoulders, not just at the elbows, okay? You want to move at the shoulders, bringing your elbow points, swinging them forward 45 degrees and back 45 degrees, about. All right, so we're going to start with the legs and then go into the hands. And then go ahead and turn around, doing it again. And again. Staying on your toes, quick feet. Keeping your head upright. You want to look where you're running. Great. And now let's walk to the front, just reaching through the hamstrings, reaching up, flexing the foot, legs straight, up, up, up. One more. Up and turn around. Same thing. One more. And then the last thing we're going to do is jumps. So, what I mean by jumping is moving at your ankles and using your ankles to do the work. So I'm going to try and keep my hips and my knees relatively straight. Okay, so it's going to look like this. Letting my ankles do most of the work. Now I can travel forward. I can travel back. Letting your calf muscles absorb that shock. Because essentially, go ahead and turn direction, we're going to do it sideways. Essentially, they work as springs, your ankles. And you want that springy effect when you're running to propel yourself forward. So see if you can find that sort of nice bounce. Now I'm just playing around with my direction. And let it go. All right. And that was it. So I definitely have some beads of sweat on my forehead. My heart rate is up. I'm taking a bit deeper breaths. And I feel warmed up. I feel like my joints are nice and loose. They're lubricated. There's heat through my whole body. You want to run warmed up. That's why it's called a warm up. You want to actually feel warmth in your body. During the summer times, maybe your warm-up isn't as intense as your winter times. Winter, spend more time warming up to get up to that level. Summertime, it could be a little bit less. So, hope this was helpful, and I'm gonna make another video on post-run stretching, so more static stretching. So stay tuned, let me know what you thought, give me some feedbacks, and happy running. Bye, thank you.